My jealous sister-in-law wore a white gown to my wedding, so I ruined her dress. In my initial post, I went into detail about my sister-in-law's extreme jealousy towards me and her clingy nature towards my husband. She had always been nasty to me, and whenever the attention was on me, she would make a scene to get it back on her. She and my husband are very close, and they spend an hour on the phone every day. If not, she becomes upset. Honestly, looking back, I see all the red flags, and I should have put my foot down about Alyssa long before the wedding. Anyway, the weeks before the wedding, I hadn't heard from Alyssa, and I was busy preparing things for the big day. My husband and I were super excited, and it felt like there was nothing that could ruin the day for us. Boy, was I wrong. As long as Alyssa was in attendance, our wedding was getting destroyed. The day of my wedding, I woke up ecstatic. I had no idea how painfully the day would end. I was in the dressing room getting my makeup done when Alyssa arrived. All my bridesmaids were in good moods, all getting ready and supporting me. When Alyssa arrived, she bragged about how she had spent her last 2 paychecks on her dress because she needed to look her best for my special day. I will never forget the smug smile that spread across her face when she unzipped her dress bag and revealed a long white gown. It looked exactly like a wedding dress. I could barely react. Yet again, Alyssa was trying to steal my thunder, and I was in shock at her audacity. Before I could ever respond, my maid of honor, who is also my best friend, started laying into her. She screamed at Alyssa for thinking she could wear a wedding dress to her own sister-in-law's wedding and called her a selfish, crazy bitch. Alyssa looked at me and said, "Are you really gonna let her talk to me that way?" All I said was yup, and Alyssa grabbed her dress and ran out crying like a child. I texted my mother-in-law to ask her to try and get her under control, and she said she would try and find her. Anyway, I figured that was the end of that, though I was sorely mistaken. I didn't see any of my wedding guests until it was time for me to walk down the aisle. I wish so bad I had double-checked that Alyssa had changed or gone home, because she wholly ruined this moment for me. They opened the curtains for me to walk out, and of course, the very first thing my eyes went to was Alyssa, standing in the front row with her ridiculous white gown splayed out over the other guests' feet. When I met her gaze, she gave me that same smug, hateful smile, knowing I had no choice but to continue the ceremony with her standing there in a effing wedding dress.